Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, what is up? What is good? The King. Yeah, the King of Lightning here today, bringing you guys and gals Kingdom. We back once again with Shin in the highest Shin unit, Kingdom, chapter 556 and 559 discussion. Not a review, a discussion. I figure better do a discussion video because I don't want to spend too much time going over each individual point for 556 through 559. That's like, yeah. I kind of want to just get back on track here, so for 560, we'll be good to go next week when it comes out. I think it should be, it should be out next week on Tuesday or Wednesday. But today is Wednesday. So, let me spend a few minutes. You know, honestly, no. Before I get into, like, the general scope here of the discussion, shout-outs to Alko. Like, big, huge, tremendous shout-outs to Alko. Alko of the first, he surprised me, honestly. Because his boy, his main lieutenant, Goodney, gets taken out by the might that is Yo, and just comes in there like, nah. Yeah. Like, what you thought this was? Tactics, ploys, decoys. No, stop. Just coming in there with the glaive, swing. This guy's done. Now, Banaji, Iron Hammer. We know that this guy, powerful, with his bare fist, tremendous might, without a shadow of a doubt. But here is Alko. They're doing the pincer on Alko with the swiftness. I was like, what? Wait. What? Hold on. He didn't need anybody to come in there at that moment to swoop in and save him. He was good for a few minutes. Let it be known. Yo, listen, man. I ain't no scrub. Those soldiers, like me, were sweating. It's hot. Leave me alone. The soldiers were sweating. Like, whoa, wait a minute. Hold on. Whoa. What? Damn. Look at this man right here. Look at this man right here. That was sexy. Like, undeniable. That was sexy. I can't believe. Like, I need some. Just here we go. It's hot. Alko, honestly, when it comes to his martial might, we knew it was up there because we saw him go blow for blow with Banaji. You would assume that he's probably like a little bit weaker than Banaji, but not all that much weaker. But when this man went all out, when he was cornered, a cornered animal is that's most dangerous. And Youn and Banaji, oh, wait a minute, hold on, hits him really quick, and is able to stay alive for a few more minutes. So that was impressive. So big shout outs to Alko. Big shout out. So let's get on to like the greater scopes here when it comes to this discussion video of Kingdom. Damn, Alko's fire. So the first thing I'll talk about is what seems like a growing bond between the High Shin unit and the Gyoko unit, Ohon's unit and Shin's unit. And it's happened before, but Shin, he trusts Ohon with the plan, though he states that I'm the one to take Gakue's head. And then there's that usual banter between Shin and Ohon. And then you have Banyu. Comes in there, starts talking left and right, like, do you understand? Blah, blah. Hey, old man, take it easy, old man. Or otherwise, we need to come in there and save you again. And then you can see Shin's boys, like, laughing and whatnot. So there is that usual banter, camaraderie, because that's what it is. They're allies. They're rivals, but they're allies ultimately in this greater war. But the fact that Ohon, in chapter 559, stated that he had to double back and try and save Alko, because ultimately that will completely offset the killing of Gakue, because there's still Chogaryu, Banaji, and Gyoun on the right-hand side. And actually, in this case, the Kin army will be put in an even more disadvantaged situation. So it's kind of like, ultimately, I had no choice but to go back. But the fact that he said, when it comes to taking Gakue's head, I'll leave that to Shin. And you can see his boys like, wait, what? Huh? Did he just say that? Did the young master just say that? Yes, he did. Ohon, though they are rivals, he has seen enough of Shin to leave Shin with this task and have quote-unquote faith in Shin. But that faith in his comrade, Shin, is also mixed in with the necessity of making sure that Alko is alive. So you can see it from both sides, but I would say it's the culmination of both. Where, yeah, he had to go back to save Alko, But at the same time, there was no reason to say, I'm gonna leave it to Shin. He did leave, I forgot what his name was, but he did leave one of his main guys there to help when it came to attracting men over to the Gyokuo side of the battle, so it relieved some of the pressure off the Haishin unit. But the fact of the matter is that he said those words before he left. And that shows that even though they don't have a fondness for each other, they're still comrades at the end of the day. And they still have to put faith in one another if push comes to shove. Alko potentially dying is a huge shove. So I would say in these chapters, what we see is the bond between these two units, but also mainly between Shin and Ohon growing. Not like a tremendous amount, but it's still growing. The second thing, in these chapters, it was stated by the narrator that after Banyu and Ohon leave Shin's camp to go and make sure that their side's ready, and Banyu is kind of flustered because he's shocked that Shin would even consider himself and his goals in this situation. However, Ohon does say a word immediately, and the narrator takes over, where you have both Ohon, we have Moten, and we have Shin. And it was stated by the narrator that these three are people that have the qualities of a great general because they are always selfishly looking at the battlefield. Honestly, Kanki's the same way, I would say. Definitely the same way. But these three are always selfishly viewing the battlefield as if the battlefield circles around them. And this, of course, is in line with getting more accolades, getting more big name heads and that kind of stuff, because they ultimately want to become great generals. And they have that quality where it's essentially the spotlight is on me. The spotlight is on me, and I gotta make sure that we get this done.
Well, there he is. The animal.
Shin, Ohon, Moten, always going for the gold. Always going for the glory. Always going for the big fish. Because that is what's going to get them to the next stage of their military career, especially after this major battle. I mean, honestly, after this battle, it should be over. After this battle, Shin, Ohon, Moten, honestly, mainly Moten, because, I mean, he saved the left, like, truly, but Shin, Ohon, Moten, and also Moten being recognized by Osen. Shin, Ohon, Moten generals. It has to happen. It has to go down. And when that moment happens, that's going to be a great moment when Shin finally reaches general. Granted, there is still one more major step, but come on. General Shin? Woo, that's going to be a good chapter. That's going to be a good day, automatically. I don't care what's going on in your day. The moment Shin becomes general, that chapter automatically makes your day 1,000% better. No doubt about it. Now, the next thing I gotta talk about is Alko. Once again, Alko, just big ups to the man, because this man was pulling out all the stops, and he needed to, because Shin and Ohon were focusing on Gakue. The other three, Chogaryu, Banaji, and Gyoun, they were targeting Alko. A 3-on-1. Yikes. Like, how are you gonna pull through? Well, he almost did at the beginning. Unfortunately, Riboku always doing something active. Osen, I don't know, man. I just... Osen is going to come in clutch. What is this? What is this? Yeah. Osen is going to come in clutch. How he's going to come in clutch exactly, I'm not too sure. But he's going to come in clutch, and he's going to shock us all. But right now, it's like, damn. Right now, it's a big damn. Riboku just putting in work, getting the job done, making sure Zhao gets the victory. Like, good lord. So, Osen has tactics. Very good. Very potent tactics. And Alko is able to utilize one of these tactics in defense. A defense that is very powerful, with very powerful shells and very versatile joints. And Riboku explains in this general sense. The defense has hard shells, which are groups of soldiers tasked with purely defense, but also joints, which are other groups of soldiers who freely connect and support the shells. The joint support pillars help absorb and disperse attacks, and on top of that, have very good flexibility, which allows that formation to quickly modify its formation if they need to. And that is the general sense of the defense that Alko had going on. Again, this defense was fantastic. It was on point. Unfortunately for him, Riboku was in the distance watching, and he had already relayed what was going to go down to Banaji. Now, Banaji, he sees this, because the initial shock on Chogaryu's side was, wait, like, what's happening right now? We can't get past. This defense is more complicated than it looks. In comes Banaji, they break through the first line, they try and reform the joints. No, false. Banaji targets the joints. He targets the moving soldiers before they can fortify the shells. This shocks Chogaryu. Like, wait a second, hold on. How did Banaji do that? How is he moving into this defensive blockade? Now, Alko sees that, and Alko tries to quickly change the defense around where Banaji is. However, and I'm pretty sure it was his instincts kicking in, Gyoun was like, nah, it's time. It's go time. So then Gyoun from the opposite side starts coming in with his forces as well. Now, this is when Alko and Gume decide it's time to split up and time to stall out, because, again, the main objective here is not to try and beat Banaji or to beat Gyoun or to beat Chogaryu. It's to stall out so the Haishin unit and the Gyoko unit can take the head of Gakue. That's the main point here. So Alko goes for Banaji, Gunmei goes for Gyoun. And in the process, completely underestimates the might that is Gyoun. In his, I think, 40 plus years, something like that. In his 40 plus years of servitude to the Qin military, that was his biggest blunder. Just underestimating the might that is Gyoun. I was like, damn. So again, this guy kicking the bucket saw coming a mile away, because in my personal opinion, he was a character that was thrown in there for the sake of fortify Alko's position, but at the same time, he could be easily killed. In Lobo Hole, he was easily killed. And that's when we have that pincer attack, but Alko, again, with the swiftness, comes in clutch. And that's, like, honestly, out of all of the panels of these 4 chapters, that was my favorite panel. Second, Shin gathering himself and getting ready for the battle, because he was completely focused on Gakue at that point in time. Or at least that's what he appeared to be. Where she was kind of like taking deep breaths, just zoning in. Right now, I have one thing in mind, and that is Gakue's head. And Gakue the same way. Gakue is like, nah, like, you, I'm going to pierce you. Sounds kind of wrong, because one dude to another, I'm not even going further. But you get my point here. It looks like Shin is preparing himself for the upcoming battle, and Gakue is already bloodlust ready to go. But again, that cannot compare to the swiftness that was Alko. That floored me, honestly, stunned. But going back briefly to Gakue, it looks like his army was completely bloodlusted, and for an obvious reason. It actually reminded me of Mobun a bit, but in this case, it was because Kesha had died. Kesha died at the hands of Shin, and when they come out swinging, and they come out with a lot of morale, and they are busting through a lot of high Shin, to the point where you have the main guys of the Gyoko, they see this and like, whoa, wait a second, are we sure that Gakue was the right choice? Like, damn. Whoa. Again, it's something that's not new to the story, but it's happening at such a crucial, pivotal point in this battle, and it's happening to the main character's unit. It's like, damn. Now, granted, the highest unit are not going to be taken out that easy, obviously. And honestly, okay, hold on, wait. Let me not say that completely, because in chapter 555 or 554, it was stated before that this is going to backfire on the Qin army, on the right-hand side. Whatever happens, it's going to backfire. Whether it's on Alko's side, or on Ohon's side, or on Shin's side. Right now, I would assume it's because of Alko. But it could be on the part of Shin. That's something that we have to keep in mind. It could be that Shin's unit suffers massive damage at the hands of Gakue. Because again, right now, Chogaryu's kind of free. Like, understand it for a second. Ohon is doubling back to where Alko is. Alko in the midst of all this is fighting against Banaji and Gyo-un before Akagi comes in and saves him, which is kind of crazy, but he's not completely free, as Akagi said. What is Chogaryu doing? Like, again, Chogaryu has, like with Banaji and Gyo-un, has targeted most of his forces at Alko. But right now, Alko is preoccupied because of Banaji and Gyo-un, mainly his unit and his troops. This could mean that, let's say, Shin is actually fighting one-on-one with Gakue, and Shin has a chance to take Gakue's head. Chogaryu could come in there and save Gakue, straight up. Because again, Chogaryu's free. And as a result of Ohon leaving Shin's side, and only leaving a few of his men behind, and on top of that, the highest unit themselves fully committing themselves to taking out Gakue, this could easily backfire on the highest unit specifically, because now they're open to the full brunt of Chogaryu's forces. Like, again, you have to wonder, where is this going to come from? Right now, it looks like Akko, but it could come from Shin's side as well. That could be the big backfire. I would hate to see that, because the Haitian unit have built themselves up to an incredible degree, to where they're 8,000 strong. But if they lose like thousands upon thousands of dudes, and they're already low on food, fair enough. But again, how are they going to stay themselves in the long haul? There is no long haul, actually. There is no long haul in this battle. It is, we have to get it done. Otherwise, in the next 2 or 3 days, we're screwed. Potentially the next 1 day. Potentially in 24 hours, we're screwed. Hopefully, it's not Shin. Because Shin and his unit still have some building. A lot of building in the future. Alko right now seems to be the primary choice. So for the Gakue and Shin side, again, right now, Gakue has beeline for Shin and his boys. Shin is ready and waiting. And the elites of each unit are taking on each other, trying to make sure that their commander gets to each other without a scratch. And then boom, that's when things are going to get crazy. And by the way, I'm not too sure when the last time Shin fought a spear user in the series, like a big name spear user, was. I'm trying to go back real quick and I can't think of anybody. But either way, Gakue, Shin, going down. Now, Akko, there's a moment where you think this dude's probably done. He gets a second win momentarily.
Is to go even further beyond!
Straight Undertaker status, pupils nowhere, completely zoned in, second win. He's able to cut through Banaji's helmet and gets a good, that was the third best moment in the chapter, without shadow of a doubt. In these chapters, the third best moment. When he gets a really good shot on Banaji, I'm like, God. But Banaji's smiling with like this really big, yeah. He's smiling like, okay. Like, oh, all right, Akko. And then he comes in with like the backside of his glaive. And he breaks Akko's helmet. And in comes Gyun for the kill. But again, I have to say that was... Yo. Wow. Like, again, Akko surprising me left and right. I can't believe Akko's that good. In comes Akagi, the lunatic, the problem child of the Alko army, the forever 1,000 man commander. I thought at first it didn't make that much sense, but at the same time, it actually did make sense considering that this guy was a part of Alko's unit. Though eventually, he's probably going to join Ohon's unit. I don't know for a second. But I don't think we saw his location anytime other than 530 something. Like, that was it. Like, he came in like 1 or 2 chapters during this whole arc. That was it. Never heard from him again, and then now he's back to save Alko. Fair enough. Fine. He comes in there, apparently with throwing darts. I didn't know he had those. I'm not too sure that's because we know that he had that longsword previously. That very weird curved longsword. But now he has throwing knives too. And he's able to pinpoint throwing knives at Gyo-un to save Akko. And now his men have rallied to him to make sure that he can escape with Akko in tow. And who takes command of the Alko army after that, I'm not too sure. Ultimately, actually, because of the loss of command, the Alko army may just get routed. Straight up. The Alko army may just get routed straight up. And then Yako army is now like half of what it was before. Okay, maybe not like half, but like they lose 25% of their men. Something like that. Just a huge number of dudes. So, again, not too sure how it's going to roll out. But, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's other guys there to fill the role. But still, not as efficient as Alko or even Gunmei. And Alko's going to be out of commission if he escapes. And Gunmei's dead. Problem. Big, huge, tremendous problem. So, again, how this rolls, many ways. But the backlash is coming. Whether it's Alko, whether it's Shin, it's coming. And that being said, I am done. These chapters, yo, I love Kingdom, man. Like, I really do. I really. This is why Kingdom is one of the best-selling manga without a genuine anime. Meaning, get that, like, CG nonsense out of here. No. Like, years ago, no. At some point in the future, there has to be, I mean, there's a movie coming that's going to be fire. Hopefully. That's going to be, let me not say for sure. That's going to hopefully be fire. And if there's an anime coming out in the future, because there has to be. It's getting so many sales. And honestly, I'm kind of mad. As far as I know, there's no English translation of Kingdom. I would buy that shit immediately. But no. Of course not. Kingdom is amazing. Kingdom is phenomenal. A lot of things pan out. Again, my only major gripe, or if you want to call it a major gripe, I wouldn't know. My only issue is Akagi coming in there seemingly out of nowhere to save Akka. That's my only real issue in these 4 chapters. The rest of it, I'm ready. I'm ready for Shin and Gakue. Ohon makes a lot of sense. You have the double back, but saying ultimately to your boys, Shin, I'll leave it to him. What? Oh, okay. Akko? Like, Akko's gonna kill me, man. I'm gonna get a goddamn heart attack. I'm too fat for Akko right now. The excitement of Akko is gonna get me killed. God damn, man. Akko is... He's good. Like, it's a shame that... Okay, not really a shame, but... He's under Osen. So ultimately, at the end of the day, he's overshadowed by Osen. So because of that, in the future of this series, if he is alive, I don't see him getting that much spotlight in the future. I really don't. But with what spotlight he has in the story, man, this dude, he is a character I can see a lot of folks liking. I like him. I do. So, that being said, I'm done. I'm going to catch you guys and gals later. Be sure to rate the video. It is not that hard to do, especially when I know that you all have a device called Zamaosu. You use Zamaosu to click, rate the video. To click, subscribe. You do that. You click on that bell to join the squad. And of course, comment in the comment section down below. Peace. And have a nice goddamn day.